Hello everyone! I wanted to pop in to give a brief update about what I sense coming up for November. So just a few days ago I shared with you that I did the Danish healing video for the month of November. And I can just say the reason why I'm doing these in Danish is because when I switched from a Danish content on my social media to an English one, I had some followers and friends who really missed the Danish content. That's why I do these monthly videos in Danish. And if you haven't checked them out yet, I will really recommend you to do so. There are some free ones under free resources on my website, so you can check them out before you consider signing up. Well, so what I wanted to talk about in relation to the monthly healing was I do these themes, I tune in and then I sense the energetic themes coming up for November, and I felt that I really wanted to share with all of you in English so all of you can benefit from them. So all the themes are not general, I can feel now. That what I felt for this group was that we were entering a peaceful month, an introverted and peaceful month, and I can feel that that is not a general theme. that is that group. There is a lot more energetically happen for the overall, the broader consciousness. So maybe you want to enter that group if you want a peaceful month. I don't know. So what I felt coming up really huge for us in this month was the balancing of the masculine and the feminine energies. And for us in the group, it was really like an introverted theme. I sense it can also play out outside of us, but all of us, so this is general, all of us are asked to go within and really start balancing it in ourselves. And also what I want to talk about as a broader topic is that we are entering a time where it becomes really important that we realize we're here to accomplish something, we're here to ascend, and all of us, not just some of us, all of us are here to ascend and to look at each other with great compassion and understand that each one of us are transcending a template. Each one of us are really on work here, just in our everyday life. It's not our professional job that is our main work here on earth. It's the transcending of the old and the illusion. So that is really exciting. And what they talked about as a big thing coming up now, which has been ongoing for a long time, like eons almost, but what is really important now is that we see that we have been conditioned to believe ourselves as unworthy of walking this path, as sinners. Like we humans are sinners, we are destructive, we are not nice we are not nice people, and we should be feeling unworthy of being here from the beginning. And that is what we're about to transcend, because that is playing out on a grander scale, and that is also what's causing this imbalances that we believe we are, so we are playing out that we are. So when we start to see that we're fully worthy of being here on planet Earth, that we are meant to be here, we are part of nature, we are nature ourselves, and we are capable of living in perfect harmony with the Earth and other beings, and we just allow that inside of us, not thinking so much about how should I sort my trash or what should I do with the climate footprint and those things, but start aligning it inside. Not saying that those things are wrong at all to focus on, but just understand that when you align this energy just more inside of you, it will become clear how you can serve better. So instead of thinking a lot and try to solve it with your thinking mind, like how should I behave to be the best citizen on Mother Earth, and how should I become worthy of being here, understand that it comes from within. When you feel worthy of being one with her, Mother Earth, and the universe, you will align that in your outer experience as well, and you will understand how you can really contribute to creating this paradise on Earth that we are capable of. So that's a huge theme, and that is really important that we realize that we are capable of transiting into that experience, and that the illusion has to go for us, and we need to set it within. Around the masculine imbalances coming up, so that was what I felt. It's the masculine imbalances coming up, but it's the female influx of energy that's gonna trigger this release. So I saw it as a continuum. So what is happening in the coming time is that the masculine is going to release some of its old energies related to being controlling and very determined in a destructive way on certain outcomes, or very yeah, so I'm trying to tune in with that. And it's important to understand that it's not man against woman, it's not male against female, it's the energies inside of us. So you will feel that too as a woman or as a man. Doesn't matter, you might play this out in a bigger, more external way as a man, but as a woman you will feel these old patterns coming up, and maybe you had this inner voice that suddenly comes out of the blue. You thought you had let it go years ago, and it will like start criticizing you, or being in the way that used to be the way that you might have controlled yourself in this earth experience. And you might want to just tune in with yourself and your higher guidance and release that old belief. So in the video they are going to give us very exact guidance on how to, but it's going to be too broad to go into for everyone because it's going to be specific. So that group has a very, very specific way of how they can release that, and others are going to have a specific way for them. So, but what is causing this whole feeling of a great imbalance is also the influx of the feminine energies, as I mentioned. So the goddess is coming back to walk the earth. I mentioned this a couple of times, and what that means is not that she's someone external, she's actually in you, no matter if you're male or female. So I talk mainly to the females, and I've been guided to do that more and more over the past, actually only over the past months. And it's for me to understand that I'm in a female body and I'm gonna transmit this energy through me. So therefore it's gonna, and I'm specifically working with the body, and therefore it's gonna be mainly the females who's going to resonate with what I'm going to bring through. So the goddess energy is not like anything I thought it was or anything I experienced before. I heard many talk about goddesses before, and I have never really resonated that much with it. So I thought it was, that's amazing, that's great, but how I feel it is a bit different to that, and it's very specific. It's the understanding of energy, carrying the greater wisdom. And I know that there are other teachers who have brought it through this way before. I'm just not aware of all the teachers. So if you heard it from someone else and it sounds similar, we are just tapping into the same field of consciousness. That's how it works. So she's very specific in her way of orchestrating her life, understanding that all life experience contribute to the energies she wants to synthesize as the bridge into the new. So there's a very specific energy in this, and a very, very determined energy in the way of allowing the highest good to come through, no matter what it is. And also the gratefulness in all of her experience, and understanding that she's sovereign. Not understood like she's more than others, but she sees that she's sovereign, and she sees that others are sovereign too. So it's this divine wisdom that just comes from it within, with a great deal of balance. So you might feel out of balance because of this, because you feel this really great influx of this very balanced and harmonizing female energy in your female part of your life, or this where you feel that feminine energy a lot and feel this really coming through strongly, and then having this release around the masculine energies. That's gonna cause the imbalance to feel greater than it actually is what I'm sensing around this. So it's gonna be a really exciting month, November, and just feel free to connect with me if you're going through a hard time. So I have the personal sessions, but I also have those groups. So that is for you who want to work with this a lot on your own, but still have this guidance around it. We have a call coming up tomorrow, actually, in the Bodily Awakening Codes group, and you can also go and check that out. There we use more the body to integrate the higher lights into the body and embody also the feminine divine energies, and that is really, really beautiful. So that is what I have coming up for now. I can also just briefly mention, for you who are considering joining the group with the Danish monthly healing videos, that we'll also have a year reading coming up in December. So it's a year reading for whole 2022. That's gonna be so exciting. And I have a course coming up with Sarah Wallace around the Divine Feminine and the new era of the Divine Feminine in December, which I'm really excited about too. So, but more about that later. So, I'm wishing you all a beautiful day. Bye for now.